What's up guys, welcome to TB Electric where we do how-to videos for your E-Moto. Today we're going to be showing you the proper chain tension. This is going to apply to E-Ride Pro, Surron, TalariaSting, any of these small lightweight E-Motos. Let's get into it. Okay, so first we're going to check our chain tension. So with this, that's how we're looking right now. That's not too bad actually, but we want to go a little bit tighter. And if you come from servicing or tightening your chain on like an actual dirt bike, this is going to be a little bit different process because on a real dirt bike, you leave a lot more slack in your chain because of how the suspension articulates, and that changes how tight your chain is throughout the movement. But an e-bike is just going to be standard all the time. It doesn't change. So you can set your chain tension significantly tighter than on like a 250 and it will just stay perfect as you go. So to do this, you're going to need a 17 mil or whatever size axle you have. Most are 17, but we know some that are 18 and 19. So we're going to go ahead and loosen this right off the bat. You don't have to take it off, we just want it loose. I like to just wiggle it just a little, just to get some play set up in there. And we're going to take two 10 mil wrenches. First, we have a little set screw right here that basically locks in our axle blocks. So that basically makes it so this can't slide forward or it can't screw itself in. So all you want to do is loosen this so it's not in the way. You'll do the same on the other side. So you just loosen that up so it's not limiting you, basically. And then now, to tighten, we actually go this way. So it's like lefty-loosey to tighten because you're actually screwing a screw out to pull your wheel backwards to tighten your chain. So this you just do lots of little quarter turns. In this case, our chain was actually really close to being right that I'm only going to do those 2 quarter turns. Now what you have to do is make sure your wheel stays straight. So if you do a couple of quarter turns on here, you're going to want to do it on the other side as well. And it gets a little confusing when you're making sure you're doing the proper direction, but it's actually easy to remember. If you go this way, you continue to go that way on the other side. So if you go here, you see I'm just moving the wrench same direction, just going lefty-loosey basically. That's going to ensure your wheel stays straight, but you'll want to look at some of these marks. A lot of the bikes have these little marks here. You can line it up with something on your axle block and then do the same on the other side. Count your marks. So we're basically 3 in on center on here. And on this side, yep, we're basically 3 in on center. So dink, dink, dink. Almost lines up perfectly. And then on top of that, you can look at your wheel. Make sure it is straight. You want to make sure there's enough of a gap right here on your tire. If you have like a 16 or an 18-inch wheel with a fat moto tire on it, your chain will be significantly closer than this one, and it's not uncommon for it to rub on your tire ever so slightly here and there in certain situations. But you want to have it have just enough gap to work properly. So now once we're down here, check our tension. So that looks really good. It's not going to be like flopping around much, but it's going to be perfect. One thing to note, when you tighten your axle down, oftentimes it tightens your chain further as it sits into these grooves. So sometimes you'll need to like get it proper, tighten it down, you'll see you went 1 click too far. You loosen it again, you can back it off 1. That's what we found in our experience. So now that we're set up here, we're going to lock these back down. They don't have to be real snug. Lock them down. Same on the other side. Okay, now that those are locked, we'll go ahead and put this to tighten. Let's check it again. So in this case, like I mentioned, after tightening it all, we ended up a little bit too snug. So we're just going to back this off again, loosen it, undo these, and we're going to go just at 1 quarter turn less. So we're going to go right and right. That's all we're going to do. Make sure that this guy is snugged up again. We got a little more play to work with. That's going to tighten up just a little bit. Okay. That's better. There we go. You do want a little bit of play. All right, hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. We have a ton more how-to videos coming. Thanks for watching. Catch you next video.